here with Toby. First time I've interviewed you, Toby. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I get to tick off something which is like my 10 things to do before I die list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I hope that you have a good experience here. What has it been like for you this TI?
Very relaxing so far. It's really nice to be here for the prelims. I was casting from Germany for the last 2 group stages of TIs, so it's really nice to be here. And because there's so many casters here as well, the casting schedule is nowhere near as hard. Like we were doing 12, 14-hour days back then, but like the longest day I've had so far is 7 hours.
And
so it's easy.
And how's your voice doing? Are you you scream a lot, but your voice seems to be fine. Is it your training or what?
I was actually part of musical theatre since I was like 4, so I kind of got used to like singing, acting, and projecting on stage. So I have no real problem with talking loud for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. And it's actually very deceiving about how loud I get. Like it's just a change in like inflectional tones in the voice, which makes it seem a lot louder than it really is. So you can bring the excitement without having to scream somebody down.
And you're really good at you can just turn it on, right?
It never turns off.
Okay.
It never turns off. Like,
so if I asked you, like, what did you have for breakfast today, and you wanted to be super excited about it, what would you answer?
Oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like, okay, the way you talk about something normally, like, I don't feel any difference, like, talking to you or talking on a stream. Like, if I was talking about a different build or talking about what I ate for breakfast, it'll be the same, like, tone or way I would come, like, talk to you. But if you're talking about excitement, I've got to be legitimately excited. Like,
you can't fake it?
Not in casting.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I thought you'd be able to just turn it on and be like, Toby, cast something boring, but do it like super excited.
No,
you can't do it.
No, and every time like I push myself a little bit, I die inside. So I try and do that very, very rarely. I try and look at like the greatest thing that can make you entertained and really happy. Like I'll find the very smallest thing. Like if the Dota is possibly the worst Dota I've ever seen, and people are making decisions which I cannot fathom because there is no logic behind it, it's when I start looking at cosmetics and things like that.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're cute, they're awesome.
Try and find a way to make it entertaining. I see. Okay. Yeah. Are you going to cast the finals this year? Have they told you guys yet?
No, we know nothing about the who's casting what. We got the group stages a day before the group stages began, and as far as the bubble competition, we're meant to get a list of that sometime today. So we don't know who's casting anything at this point. I don't know who's doing the tiebreaker matches tomorrow either, if we have any.
Are they going to switch up any of the pairings, or is it just going to be?
As far as the pairings go, we're staying with basically 2 play-by-plays and 2 co-casters. We switch around. Mm-hmm. So it's LD, me, and Cinder and Lumi. So I'll cast with Cinder Lumi, LD will cast with Cinder and Lumi. Mm-hmm. And we just switch around that way.
Is there like a friendly rivalry about like who's going to cast the finals? It's kind of a prestigious position. You know, every caster wants to cast it, obviously. So.
I've gotten in trouble for trying to have rivalry like that as well as ego. Okay. And I've learned to put all of that aside and just go with whatever Valve decides as much as I possibly can.
But come on, you want to cast the finals, of course.
Dude, so. Who's going to sit there and go, no, finals, who wants to cast the finals?
Right.
Actually, last year, I didn't want to cast the finals. It was a great game. Alliance vs. Na'Vi was definitely a great game, but I had some of the greatest games of Dota throughout the entire competition, so I'm not going to sit there and go, I didn't cast the finals, life not worth living, because I got to cast some of the greatest games of Dota out there. Just like this competition so far, I've been so lucky.
Yeah,
I've cast the 2 best games of the group stage. The one that just passed, and we had the IG match the other day. So yeah, there was base races and stuff like that. Alchemist Divine Rapiers, ball seat straight down the middle. It was awesome.
And you're doing Join Dota stuff. You kind of helped build that website. Mm-hmm. You guys have a team now.
Yes. We.
Milk said he was your boss. Is that true?
He technically is, but Milk also understands that we work together. You've been around the project from the very, very start, and it's like, I can leave it in time, and so I just hold that over his head. No, I wouldn't want to leave Join Dota unless there was something really worthwhile going to. And, well, a year ago, I would have actually, I was already thinking about it. But with what we've been able to accomplish over the last 7 to 8 months, ever since Jacob joined us, and we've got, so we're coming in like properly full time. Cap finally joined me as well. Once we get like, we're hoping for 2 new co-casters, like professional players to retire hire, please, sometimes. So we have like people with some like good respect for what they say to come and join us. And we built a whole brand new studio and the whole shebang. I think we can do so much with the project. So
Okay.
I don't see myself leaving it. And Jacob knows he's not my boss, but he is.
Okay. What are you like outside of Dota? Are you super excited and like happy all the time, same, or what? What's your personality like?
Well, it depends what I'm doing. If I'm at a karaoke bar with any form of alcohol, it's a great time. I'm super excited and very happy. Even though I get really worried when I go to a place in Berlin.
Why?
It's
You don't like the Germans?
No, well, the Germans are okay. They definitely struggle with singing because everything's so military with their songs. I'm just like, But it's really great when they actually sing English because then everything's smooth. But that place is really weird because we have males, females, and something else toilet. It actually,
have a third one?
It says something else at the place. It's like a place where you go and like drag queens
like
always
pets
go
or
in there.
whatever?
But it's
okay.
it's one of the great like.
Now I understand. Okay.
It's a wonderful karaoke place. I love it. And actually, it's normally like, it's not the men, it's not the females, it's everyone else who's actually better at singing and doing stage work.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And you, is that what you do for fun? You sing?
I don't dress up as a drag queen, no, but yes, I sing. I sing for fun.
And what other interests you have?
I used to have a lot more. Like back when I was in Australia, I did a lot more. Like I would play cricket, a little bit of tennis here and there on the side. I would actually do musicals still back then, but since moving to Germany, I haven't really done that, and basically my life is my work. So
Okay.
I have fun at home watching TV shows.
And is there a
Minecraft and other things.
is there a Miss Toby? Is there a girlfriend?
There is no girlfriend, actually.
So you're a single guy.
Yeah. I've actually been single, and I've been single for 8 years.
Wow. Okay. But I mean, you're a famous caster. It shouldn't. You're single by choice. I'm sure if you wanted a girlfriend, you could find one.
Actually, well, sort of, maybe. It's difficult.
Have you ever tried online dating?
Yes.
Did it work?
Actually, very successfully.
Nice.
I actually had a long relationship back in Australia with a girl, 2 girls actually that I met on online dating.
On which website?
Do we advertise on this or something?
Not really, but I'm gonna go search for your profile. Send you a message maybe.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
I've given that kind of stuff up, but I was on a page called like Oasis, which was used by a whole bunch of Australians. So I'm like,
there's an Australian dating website.
no, it's a global website, but it was used by a lot of Australians.
Okay. Yeah. And you travel.
You have to do that. If you don't go out and meet people and do things socially, you'll never actually find somebody.
Okay, but you're.
Just saying.
I imagine you're pretty good at performing under pressure. I imagine you'd be pretty good at approaching women, right?
Yeah, that's actually not much of a problem at all.
What's your
Normally,
give me your.
I think I just freak them out because I'm very out there. I talk about everything kind of thing. Like Australians have no boundaries at all. Okay. So like we walk up and kind of thing, and like if you can take me fighting in front of you on the first date, you're a keeper kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do that.
What?
Gentleman.
Are you, Toby?
I am. My mother brought me up proper. Yeah. Yes.
Do you have a go-to move?
No.
I gotta ask that though. No?
The go-to move.
Do you have like
yourself.
A story? Or a joke you think is really good,
like
or
a story? Like you mean like a Barney Stinson? Like do I have a?
I don't know. Yeah, there's some people have that.
No, not really.
No? You just kind of go with it. You're just like, hey, I'm Toby.
If you want to say there was a move, I would go to a karaoke bar.
And then you're good at singing, so
yeah.
they get impressed. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Do you know how to cook well?
Actually, I used to be able to cook really, really well. And then I started commentating a lot more, and I got really lazy. And now the best thing I can cook is like spag bol.
What's that?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, okay.
Never heard of spag bol?
I've never heard it called like that, but maybe that's just my ignorance.
I always called it spag bol.
And I see, like you guys, you're relatively famous now. You would say?
Yeah.
You're like
E famous, which is like a level of famous.
You're like D list.
Yeah, D list.
I'm like M list or something, and you're like D list.
I haven't seen said list, so.
Okay. And so do you get recognized a lot outside, or do people like
it
come up
happens
to you
every
like,
now
oh,
and
Toby?
It happens every now in Germany. It happens more in Seattle than probably anywhere else because this kind of feels like a gaming town. And normally when I'm here, it's people for the international or anything anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, this doesn't really count. It's just flooded with Dota guys.
Yeah.
At this point, so.
Yeah, it's very easy to get recognized in Seattle, but it was happening like back in TI2 and TI3 as well. But no, I'm not going to say I get stopped in the supermarket and people are like, oh my god, signature. It doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, but I think Dota fans are pretty cool about it in general. If it gets a lot bigger, then you might get people stopping you, because like if someone sees you and like if you're just shopping in a grocery market, it's not like, it's kind of a little rude to be like, hey, take a picture with me, but I think they've been pretty cool about it, I think.
Normally fans don't care where you are.
Yeah, they're just like whatever.
Yeah, they're like, you.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you don't ever get annoyed by that? It's just like, this is great. They know me.
No, I don't really get annoyed by it. Initially I did. I had a real problem with it. But luckily I got to work from this when I was like 10 or 12. I had problems talking to people. It was actually really weird when I was a kid.
You had problems talking to people?
Oh, I had massive problems talking to people.
You were like an anxious kid?
I was the kid in the corner that would just look at everybody.
Like scarily?
Not scarily. I wasn't that creepy kind of kid. I was just a kid that was just there going, I don't want to get involved. I'm looking busy over here. Like, you don't worry about me. But I was
like flying under the radar.
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's pretty funny considering that you're like the most recognizable probably voice in Dota now, with where you yell and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
Things definitely changed. Things changed like when I went to university.
So
you live in your own little world when you're at school, and then you
went to school in Australia?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When I graduated from high school, I was like, then I went off to do like my diploma and my degree, and yeah, you're kind of forced to be real with people as opposed to like when you're in school where it's like you don't have to be real with people, you just turn up, you do your thing, you can go home, like it doesn't really matter at all.
Do you still have non-esports friends? Do you still hang out with anyone that's
I still have a couple of guys back in Australia which I talk to.
Do they know what you're doing? And they watch Dota now or what?
They know what I'm doing, and they're starting to watch Dota. I actually got a message from someone I wasn't expecting to get a message from. It was someone I used to do musical theatre with and I haven't talked to for like 10 years. And I got a message from her saying, good luck with the international. I'm like, you even know what the hell that is? I would never take it for that kind of person that would even know about it, let alone.
Dota's getting big.
It is. It is.
Shoot a message back, be like, I'm single.
No.
I see. Don't be like, maybe.
No. I'm happy being friends with her.
Okay, got it. What do you think about the tournament thus far? We've got a bunch of upsets.
Yeah.
Bunch of interesting matches.
Yeah, it's been very interesting too. Like I know, there's been a lot of talk about the format of the tournament. I was having a chat with Cap about this morning as well, and I like almost 100% agree with what he said. And he basically said like it's best of ones. Like everyone's like, oh, you try pocket strats or cheese strats. I'm like, man, if you've got 15 pocket strats up your sleeves that can beat teams of this quality, good luck. You know, try them and like if they don't find out what you're doing, yeah, it's gonna be great. But no team's got that. Like the best of ones, maybe it could have been like best of twos with like a 3-point advantage if you take both or something like that. And I'm liking the way it's actually filtered out. I think it seems every single game means so much more than it ever did before. Mm-hmm. Just because of the way the tournament is, who advances, how many teams get eliminated, the whole shebang. It's really, I love the format of this tournament. I like how much it's pushing the teams as well.
Yeah, people are just going insane. We see where teams are like disbanding in front of our very eyes. They're like,
is VP still together?
I have no idea. Like a lot of this is how TI what it does. You know, there's a positives and negatives to how big it is, but obviously it's great for the fans. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's just the prize pool is crazy. So give me a prize pool prediction for next year. I ask everyone this.
No,
come on.
You can't, man. We went from like 1 point. Oh, actually, was it 3.4 last year?
2.4.
2.4 last year.
10.
Yeah.
Nearly 11, right?
Yeah, we're like at 10.5 or something.
Yeah, so give me one. Just shoot out a number, any number, so we can look back and see like how correct or wrong you were.
Considering how much the community has grown, considering anything which could happen in the future, I think the level up whole thing and the continuous way people spend money is not going to have as big impact next time around. So if people are like, it's going to be 25,000, I don't think so. I would say maximum be 25 million. I think it'd be probably maybe 18 to 20 million, and that's just based on the fact that our community will grow so much there's going to be more money floating around from the community. As far as
people that just waiting to spend money though on TI.
Oh, yeah, they were. Like, why do you think the ESL compendium didn't sell, or the summer didn't sell as well as it probably should have? Everyone was just sitting there going, well, Valve got back from holidays, 3 weeks of nothing, so there's been no big tickets coming out. We've all still got our dollars. I'm sure something big is going to be coming out for the compendium. Let's just wait for it, and then it comes, it's like, straight in there.
And now you can get an autographed signature.
Yeah, you can get my autograph. I don't know if you do annotations.
You're probably you're gonna get. I suspect you're gonna do quite well on those.
Yeah, I think, like I was told, we already sold like 11,000 on the first morning or something like that for me, or something like that.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I love it.
Dude, mine's in there too.
Really?
Yeah, but only like my mom and like my friends bought them. But that's good. That's good enough for me. I just want to see my face. I'll buy like 10 of my own.
We'll just have to get you to do like more interviews, and like
maybe,
at the end of every single video, there's going to be a huge annotation on the end of the YouTube video saying "Buy Hotfit's signature here."
We'll see about that. I don't know.
Support the little guy.
You don't need any help, Toby. We don't need you. Don't even need to plug it.
No, this is for you, man. This is for you. So you get more sales.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
It's kind of like the downside about it. Like, it becomes a bit of a popularity contest.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
Because like, who would you spend money on? Would you go out there and go, I definitely want to buy like Coddle Guy's signature because I like his name or something? Because a lot of people don't, like, a lot of the commentators who are here, a lot of people don't even know. You know, it's the first time they've actually even been to an event this size. Like, I think Cap, for example, like, I bought 3 of his actually to support him.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go home and buy some of my friends too. Yeah, it'd be funny.
Because you kind of want to support the guys who are here. Like, I think right now, like, out of all the commentators which are there, like Malk, he actually gets overlooked. He's casting 8 games today with AC. A lot of people, like, Malk can be a bit of a dick, but he's also a fantastic Insight co-caster. Like, people like that can be overlooked. Like, I've been casting with Syndra and LD already, and a couple of the Reddit threads that came up were talking about the awesome games, and I'm like I was casting with somebody else. Sometimes it really gets overlooked because the play-by-play guy does take a lot of the spotlight. So it's, yeah. I hope other people do still sell their autographs too.
Okay. Do you have any shout-outs?
Shout out to all the Joy Noto crew who work their asses off. You're awesome.
Shout out to cosplayers everywhere.
Oh, most definitely. Tasha, Elodia.
You know all of them. Okay.
Well, I've met both of them. I played a game of Counter-Strike with Elodia. Mm-hmm. That was...
I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm sure they're very good cosplayers.
You do not know Elodia.
No.
She's like... Okay, Facebook popularity in the Philippines, like, there's Taylor Swift and Elodia's right behind it.
Oh, wow, okay.
Elodia is like, insane.
Okay.
I don't know how many followers she has on Facebook, but it's definitely in the millions.
Wow, okay. Cosplay.
Cosplay is huge, man.
You're like, are you going to cosplay anything ever?
Actually, I wanted to at ESL 1. I was going to be cosplayed as the Skywrath Mage. Because I'm like, what can you really cosplay as a guy? It's like, well, there's tons of girls I'd love to, but unfortunately...
Centaur. Brewmaster.
You could. Brewmaster, I'd need to put on...
Undying.
I'd need to put on a little bit more weight, and I'm trying to get rid of it. Undying, it would take a lot of paint, and maybe like a run through like a slaughterhouse. It was like, come out with meat.
Void.
You. So your face is void. How the hell would you walk around? It doesn't really work that way.
Okay.
Nah, but I wanted Skywrath Mage because, like, it's got to be epic. Like, dude, this guy's got wings and, like, he looks like Matt Damon. It's like, it's awesome.
And you can have someone follow you around with a giant light, and then you can cast your thing, and then it's just a spotlight comes down.
Instantly.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
We actually thought too, like with the Commerce Bank Arena, maybe we could like attach like some wires, and I'd fly in a Skywrath Mage and then into the caster's desk. It would have been.
That would have been a little, I don't know,
epic.
Yeah, I would have wanted to see that. Why didn't they do that?
I would have loved to do that.
Why didn't they do it?
Because people didn't buy the compendium.
Oh, Okay.
Like, they needed to sell more compendiums in order to reach that stretch goal, and we never got anywhere near it.
Okay. So, any more shout-outs?
No, I think that's about it, man. I think that's about it. There's obviously
what about a call-out?
I'm always going to miss people. There's a lot of people which I'd always thank, but it's like, hey.
Shout out to Mom.
Yeah, Mum, believe.
Yeah.
Esports is a real thing. It's wonderful. TobiWan Dota, Twitter, Facebook, social blogs, joindota.com, social blogs.
Give me your, give me a call-out.
A call out?
Yeah, you need a call-out. You know, talk about, it's shout-outs and call-outs, and now you got to do a call-out.
What's the difference between the two?
Well, one is the opposite of a shout-out. It's like you're...
Oh, call out as in like who's a dick?
Well, it could be anything. This is your one chance to call someone out.
I don't want to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I try. Hey, dude. Like 2 years ago, I would have like instantly said like 5, 6 different things, but gotten older and wiser.
Yeah, better preserve that relationship. He wants to call out Valve for not letting him cast the No, I'm just kidding. we're gonna. Yeah, thank you for taking the time with us. It was very fun. A little tamer than you expected, maybe?
Yeah.
A little tamer.
As I was saying to you before we started this one, man.
The first one.
Hotbit cuts he's meant to cut the shit. He gets straight to the point, and it didn't happen this time around.
The first one is always easy. Let me just say. The next one, now that we've gotten all this stuff over with, the next one we can do, we can go well deep into the psyche of Toby and just get in there and just really dig around, you know?
That's when we hit the liquid point of interviews.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, and good luck rest of the tournament.
Cool. Thanks, dude.